Move like the, move like
Good morning and what's going on? Welcome to another Subi Shaves video with me on a beautiful day. Hashtag Team All Blade and hashtag No Blade Left Behind. Come on in, throw me a Subi smile, and all I gotta say is squad goals. Thank you for being here, for clicking in today's video, and for joining me. Hopefully wherever you're watching from, you're drinking something cold and crisp, ready for a shave. You know I am. Today we've got just over 4 days of growth. It's a lot of growth, and we're gonna be smashing it down, knocking it to the ground with Mike over at Shields. This is their stainless steel, and this is their Artist Club SE razor. Stainless steel, 64-ish grams. So it's actually lighter than the Twig Thorn by a little bit of, if that gives you an idea of what the weight and feel is like on the razor. It uses Artist Club blades. We've got Pro Touch MG blades, the yellow blades loaded up that have these kind of cool teeth. Awesome razor. I'm really excited to be using this, and today I want to use this because Mike needs a call out that he's been hacked, his account is down, everything has been taken down to the ground, he doesn't have access to anything anymore, and I wanted to just give everybody a call out and a shout out that Mike's Instagram page, if you're going over there to try to find information about his razors, is no longer available. We'll talk a little bit about it, but I'm really excited today because this razor is really one of the ones that has made me migrate away from using other single edge razors, right? Anything that uses an Artist Club blade kind of has been replaced by this one. I love this razor. It's, again, the Shield SE razor. Absolutely thrilled to have you here for it. It's going to be an awesome shave. Again, knocking down quite a bit of growth, and we're going to be talking about kind of spotlighting and doing something different I've never done before. We're going to use Alien Shave, and we're going to test their two different Area 51 bases. We've got their Super Tallow in the Braveheart base, in the Braveheart scent, which is Burberry for men, and we've got their awesome, absolutely incredible brand new soap that's going to be coming out, Scream Cream, in their Goat base. They are different bases, even though they are both Area 51 formulations. I really like both bases, but they have some distinct differences. The first thing is, if you open up the Burberry for Men, if you look at the base here, it's a little bit softer. You can almost put your finger in there. It has like a different texture to it. I have no problem scooping it out, whereas the slightly denser, harder goat milk base is almost, look at this stuff. It almost looks like a triple milled soap. I mean, it's hard. It's not triple milled, but you can see the difference. One's a little softer. The towel's a little softer. It's a little bit, I would say, more scooper friendly. Whereas if you're going to be lathering out of the tub, I think the goat milk base actually has quite a bit more, like, it's easier to access. And I also think you don't need quite as much material. If you pay attention to the lather video today, I was really impressed with how little product you need with a goat to develop a really thick, rich, very high cushioned. It takes hydration really well, this goat milk base. Whereas the tallow base is much more what I've been accustomed to with other brands, right? Where it takes a little bit more product, and it really, it's thirsty soap, but it definitely has limitations. And I used a little bit more material, I feel like, on this side to get about the same amount of soap body, right? The same soap consistency. I am using YAQI 24 mil Badger brushes. They are different handles, but they are the same high mountain silver tip Badger brush. This is their Burberry for Men. So give you guys an idea, I did put this on, I filmed it, I'll make sure to include this, but I did one side of my head with Burberry for Men. Call it what it is. We're doing a lather battle, a base battle. We're just going to be doing some side-by-sides with the two different ones to see how they go on. And then this one's the Scream Cream with the goat milk. And you can see they paint on very easily, but slightly different, right? I feel like they have different bodies to them, different textures to them. And I think they both are top-tier performers, really honestly. They smell really nice. They have lots of projection, lots of slickness, and I'm really excited to see if I can tell any difference. Today when I was shaving with the Artist Club razor from Mike on my face, I was actually kind of taken back because first time I've ever switched to these blades, the Pro Touches, I've never used in this razor. I've always used the Kai Captain Pinks, and I was like, whoo, those have a little bit more fill to them. Very smooth shave, and I started with the goat milk on the face today, and it was just like when I was shaving it down, it felt super smooth, super protective, and you can see I didn't get any nicks. And usually at the Pro Touch MGs, I get like 1 or 2 little ones because I end up pressing. I feel like a little bit more blade fill made me kind of pushed me and encouraged me to say, hey, don't push, right? I think those are a really good blade, and the actual shave consistency, the quality, the closeness, the comfort, it's awesome with using this Shield razor. And I do want to call this out. I grabbed a bunch of the other SE razors that this is kind of replaced that I no longer use. The Vector, right, for me, always binds up blades, has problems. It's never been a great day-to-day razor for me. The YAQI Romulus, I love this razor, but you can see the different different angles and shapes and kind of the way it's produced. I like the top cap better on Mike's product, to be really honest. I feel like it just feels a little bit more like a safety razor, like a DE razor with the angle. The way it feels on my skin is very natural. And then I also grabbed the Romulus open comb because I had somebody reach out and say that theirs that they bought wasn't to the tolerances that Mike's was. I don't feel that way. Mine is very beautiful and it assembles very tightly. But the one thing I did try out, and I want to call this out, is as I was assembling the razor and loading it together, I actually grabbed the blade box and I pushed on the blade to showcase just how little movement there is in this blade. As soon as that blade is in its spot and the two pieces are assembled together, there's no movement. You don't need to attach the actual handle. You could probably shave with it without the handle. It's that tight and the tolerances are that good on this product. Love this razor from Mike. If you're shopping for a single edge razor and you want one of those Artist Club razors at a very, 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 in my opinion, beyond good price, right? It's a beyond quality product, really well made, and it's at a price point that doesn't make sense. It's so good. I think Shield razors is something you should look at, and I'm not the only person. I have talked about the razor for a long time, the brand for a long time, but I know I'm not the only person that really likes it. I've heard a lot of other people that are starting to find out about the razor and starting to talk about it, and it's really fun because I always knew what Mike was doing was special, and it's cool to see the community and the craft kind of catching on to it. Awesome shaver. Let's check it out. Again, we're doing this with the Burberry for men's side to start. This is their Ultra Tallow base, and I like the Ultra Tallow base. I feel like it's residual slickness wise one of my favorite bases I've ever used. Take a look at this. Take a look at the efficiency, the smoothness. I love taking down like 3-4 days of growth, right? Because it just shows how good a razor can shave. Oh my goodness, I needed this. It's so much fun to go from fuzzy all the way to BBS in just one swipe with a really good base and a really good razor. Again, tons of protection and so much residual slickness. One of the best residual slickness soaps I've used. I really like this. I'm not doing any extra lathering up or anything like that, and I'm still getting stuff off. Take a look here. It is so darn good. You can see that lather is shiny. It has tons of stubble buildup in it. It's really fun. I really like that a lot. It's super smooth, really easy. Oh my goodness, yeah, I needed this so badly. The reason I have actually not been shaving as frequently and as often is I got really sick. I got super duper sick and I was like, I can barely get myself up off the couch. So I am really excited. I need this, right? I got that stupid spring flu. I think everybody's getting it right now. Oh, what a shave. I needed this so much, right? So that's that side all done, easy down. And again, that is with like a ton of stubble, right? No problems, no issues, no nicks or dings or irritation. And I do feel like those blades are performing better for me than the Pro Touches, or I mean the Captain Pinks. And I think the reason why is because I'm not pressing. It's really forcing my hand to not press. It's saying, don't do that, because I can feel a little bit more blade. I really like those. If you have the Pro Touches, give those a run in this razor. I think they're maybe a little bit better than the Kai Captain Pinks. I like that a lot. Now, I will call this out. You cannot use the Schick blades in this razor. That is one thing I have heard faulted, and people kind of don't like. The B series razors, the P series razors, excuse me, you can't use them in this razor. I don't like them personally. Usually the Schick ones are a little too aggressive for me, and I don't find them to be as smooth, so I don't use them. But people have mentioned that the people that do like them, they can't use them. So I've had a couple experiences with those blades. and they've always left me kind of beat up and a little bit uncomfortable. They don't work well with my skin. I feel the same way with like feather blades. Usually I'm not a huge fan of feather, but the Kai Captains have been awesome for me and they work really well. And the Pro Touches, I would say, are even a little bit better in this razor, which makes me really excited. I want to try them in my titanium version. I have every version of this from Mike. And again, Mike has been a huge channel subscriber and follower. It was funny when he and I started talking. He's like, "Oh, I watch your channel. That's cool. It's nice to hear you found my razors because I actually watch your channel." He's been a person that's kind of followed what we've done here, and I really do appreciate him and appreciate like him bringing things out like this that really benefit the community. Man, if I were to say one versus the other here, they both are super close, very comfortable shaves. I have tons of protection on both sides. I think that if you talk about slickness, just based on my opinion here, I actually think the slickness is about the same, which is surprising because when I was talking with Alien Shave, they asked me what I thought about the slickness, how they compared side by side, and I was like, "Oh yeah, definitely goat 100%." And I think the reason why that I felt that way is because when I used goat, I was so impressed with the slickness to the little bit of product I had to use. But when you really stack it up side by side, like compare them, I feel like they're very similar. I have a hard time telling the difference between the two on my head, other than the fact that this one on this side took less like actual product to generate, right? The Scream side. Scent-wise, I was worried scent-wise that you'd smell like goat, right? But you really don't. There's no smell of animal byproduct in this at all. So that's if you're concerned about like a smell of a goat or anything like that, there's nothing like that with this product, which is nice. It smells very, very good. And just like, rainbow sherbet, right? Rainbow sherbet, what else could you want? It smells super, I would say fruity, energetic. I think it smells like spring or summer. I think it has like a nice, sweet scent to it, right? Kind of like candy. I like it a lot. And then Burberry Ferment, everybody knows the scent. It's very, very popular and it's notable and it's recognizable. I think that their take on Burberry Ferment is very accurate to the actual scent and to the fragrance you would buy from Burberry directly. What a shave. So darn close. That came down that fast. Did you see that? It was efficient. It was close. It was absolutely effortless. I love the way that this thing shaves. I had to do a little bit of buffing on the backside of my head, but I usually do with this razor because of the size of the head, right? The size of this profile, I find to be a little harder to fit, like the crevices on the backside of my head, my divots. What a shave. So darn easy, so close. And again, if you haven't checked out Mike's products over at Shield Razors, you need to. They're awesome. He offers his razors in every type of material, whether you're a stainless fan, a titanium fan, brass. He's doing it all over there and he's doing it amazing. What an awesome shave today was, and what a close one. I think it really showcases that what Alien Shave is doing is quite good. It's very, very good. I think it's very premium. I love that the different products come stamped. I like that they have like a serialized, sealed sticker on them. I think just they're doing a couple of the little extra things that make it stand out against other competitors. We're gonna grab ourselves some splash and see how we did. It's gonna be so weird because I've made sure to only use the splashes on the right side of my head and face, so the scent is going to be one side and like they're going to be very separate. I can actually tell a difference between this side and this side on scent. I can actually tell the Burberry from men's side is like, I don't know, very masculine. It smells extremely expensive. To me, it smells like a department store. It smells like you're going in to get like a high-end designer scent. Whereas the Scream Cream, right? This makes me smile. Even though this guy doesn't seem to be very happy, it makes me super happy. It's almost like you got a brain freeze going on, right? He's got a brain freeze going. You can't blame the guy. He's been eating too much of his own stuff. He's been dipping into his own product here. What a beautiful, oh my goodness, yeah. So this side on my head, right, is just ever slightly more comfortable. I want to call this out. It does feel slightly more comfortable. It feels, I would say, just more happy. It feels a little bit more hydrated. And I do feel like post shave wise, I'm getting just a tiny bit more, like I did that glow, right? There's like a glow I get after a good shave where my skin just feels like it's like radiating happiness. This side has a little more than this side, just a titch. I would say I got a little bit happier post shave feel from the goat base, but it could be entirely, I just did less passes. It could be, I tried to keep the variables as low as I could, but it could be something that I'm not, catching. What an awesome shave either way. Again, the Scream Cream scent mixing with the Burberry, it's fun, it's playful, it's energetic. Talk about a soap smash up, mash up kind of video, and to do a comparison on the bases. I hope that was helpful, hope that was interesting, and I hope that you enjoyed it as much as I did, because it was awesome. Thank you for being here. If you haven't, please go below, smash that sub button. I'd love to talk to you in the comment section. And until I see you down there, Subs.
So now I gotta say